British perspective on America's Independence Day. This is gonna be very interesting, you know. So a British perspective is gonna be the one you wanna hear, definitely. Let's go.
Happy birthday weekend to the United States of America, who I must confess doesn't look a day over 200. I wish I could say the same about myself, but we've reached that time of year again, haven't we? That time of year that I've celebrated every year for the past 15 years. And that time of year is the 4th of July celebrations here in the United States. And as a British person, that can be a little bit weird because for those of you who don't know, and that's probably only about 10% of my viewers, America gained its independence from we, the British.
Bro, what do you mean 10%? How can there be people in the world that don't know that? I mean, even the language is English, the main language in the United States. It's not the official language. You don't have an official language, if I'm not mistaken. But come on, everyone knows that Americans speak English, so how can you not know?
British, and I didn't really know that or have a deep concept of that before moving to the United States. And the reason for that is they didn't really teach us about that in school. I don't know why. I think we learned about all of the victories, you know, the good wars. And after I moved, it became apparent that next summer that, oh, you kicked our asses. Although you used a word similar to that I can't necessarily repeat right now because I might get demonetized. And while we're on the subject of you, if you've not had a chance yet to subscribe to this channel, do that now. And how did I find this out? Through several uncles of my American wife's who just thought it'd be funny on the 4th of July to say, ha! How does it feel to know that your grandfather surrendered at Yorktown? No, wait, that's 3-year Letterman. How does it feel to know that you lost and we became the richest nation on the planet? I think I just sort of nodded and went, oh yeah, this is adorable. And then I thought about it. I was like, well, I wasn't even alive in 1776. And it seems that us Brits and us Americans have this special relationship now. I think we can let bygones be bygones. But I think they still think they've won. The uncles, not America. America did win. America won the War of Independence. These uncles, I think they go home every 4th of July and think, yes, I downed 3 beers, had a plate of chicken wings, and put that Brit in his place. And do you know what? Whatever, because those same uncles love the Beatles. We invaded you in the 60s, and you all lapped it up like it was some kind of ice cream. So in many ways, being British on the 4th of July is at least a little bit predictable, much like the parades that I attend each year in central Indiana, where myself and a number of Hoosiers park our chairs by the side of the road, and no prizes for guessing who gets sunburned the quickest. Now that's partly because I'm the one who's usually pushed out of the awning by my wife's cousin Chad, but it's also because I'm British. And I think subconsciously my wife's cousin Chad is thinking that when he gives me that slight nudge. I don't think it's even subconscious. I think he's doing it on purpose. And then, of course, the victors like to remind me of my place in all of this by putting up lots of American flags. Please excuse this. This was my producer's idea. We don't have a flagpole and we are decorating in the studio at the minute. But at my first celebration, I thought, ooh, I could inject a little bit of banter into the proceedings. So I brought my own and it was hilarious until Chainsaw Jim saw it. And I haven't brought it since, because Chainsaw Jim is the sort of uncle who has 1776 written on the side of his toolbox. You don't mess with that toolbox, is what I've learned. And so now, after 15 years, I've learned to treat the day with the respect that it deserves. After all, they do have a saying here, the 4th of July is as American as apple pie. So long as you remember that apple pie originated in England and that 4th of July is written in the UK date format. And actually, in an unexpected turn of events, this now feels more appropriate than anybody ever anticipated. Imagine, for a moment, you could travel back in time. You set the time circuits on and head back to Independence Hall, July the 4th, 1776. Actually, some point in August, but people aren't ready for that conversation. The founding fathers are there, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, the other ones. They've just signed one of the most important documents in US history, the Declaration of Independence. As they banter back and forth about who has the trendiest pocket watch, you pluck up the courage to stand before them, shoulders pinned back, chest thrust forward as you declare, "Alright lads, you'll never believe what I read on Twitter this morning," but in an American accent. Rightly, nobody understands a single word you just said, except for Benjamin Franklin, who secretly invented Twitter without telling anyone. You continue, "You'll be thrilled to know that in the year 2023, people will still celebrate our independence from the British, including," and I hope you're sitting down for this, The British. It's true, as we speak, several establishments across London are enticing customers with Independence Day celebrations. This seems particularly prominent among the English capital's whiskey bars, who are looking to recreate the kind of
thank capitalism for that.
experience I once found in Kentucky and Tennessee. And at first glance, one winery appeared to misspell independence as the plural form of independent. But upon further reading, I discovered that the establishment, Divine Cellars, did it on purpose to celebrate independent winemakers. And while it remains baffling as to why this event is being held on July the 5th, it's good to see that the pun still never sets on the British Empire. That said, people who know my channel intimately will know that I'm about to embark on my first ever 4th of July as a United States citizen. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, Lawrence, you can't mark this momentous occasion by wearing a black shirt, which will attract heat from both Chainsaw Jim and the sun. And to that, I deliver unto you Mr. George Washington, wearing cool shades, chowing down on a hot dog. This is the second time this year you've made me do that. Where are you going? I think that might be over.
That's such a cool shirt. I wanted to
Kill. Right. That's it for this episode. I hope America has a fabulous birthday. Go easy on the cake. And whoever you are, wherever you are, I hope that you enjoy your 4th of July celebrations by sharing this stupid little video with all of your friends. I'm Lawrence Brown. You can follow me on Twitter at LostInThePondUS, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that I don't have to. And recently, my second tier ponderers have gained access to my secret video series, Diary of a YouTube Sensation. If you would like to access this, as well as my secret live streams, become a ponderer today, either on Patreon at patreon.com/lostinthepond, or right here on YouTube by clicking the join button below. Until next time, goodbye.
I want to check out more videos by Lost in the Pond. I mean, it has such a unique videos and it's always able to show you the perspective with the European eye of the American cultural stuff. So it's really cool. It's really cool. I really like this YouTuber. But yeah, I mean, most of the stuff he said, I mean, I would say that most of the people is just celebrating holidays, you know, as an occasion to just reunite with family. They don't really care about the deeper meaning of the holiday, why the day is so special, you know. I could make an example right away on Christmas. How many people do go on Christmas Day to church? Come on, not that many, I guess. I mean, here in Italy, many people do it, but I only did it like twice, I think. And the church wasn't even that crowded that day. So yeah, it's crowded in other days more. But yeah, I mean, here in Italy, you gotta think that we even celebrate, some bars will even celebrate like St. Patrick's Day. I mean, what the fuck does that have to do with Italy? Nothing. It's just any occasion like any other for the good capitalism to thrive, you know? People partying, getting drunk with the excuse, oh, today is that important day, so let's get drunk. Yeah. I feel like most of the time is like that. Nowadays, at least. I don't know. Maybe I'm saying something stupid, so just insult me if I'm saying something. Whatever. Okay, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this reaction video. If you have any other recommendations, let me know down in the comments. I'll see you in my next one.